I'm about to drop some serious wisdom that's going to change how you approach life, work, and relationships. Too many of you are out here chasing after what you want, thinking that if you just grind hard enough, you'll eventually get there. But here's the truth. The best way to get what you want is by deserving it. You can't just want it. You've got to earn it. You've got to stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about what value you bring to the table. Today, I'm going to break down Musashi's principle. Consider the world deeply. And let me tell you, this is a power move that most men are missing. When you start thinking about the world and stop obsessing over what you want, things change fast. You become the man of value, the man who attracts success, women and opportunities effortlessly. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why this one mindset shift will put you miles ahead of everyone else. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you're serious about leveling up your life and becoming the man you are meant to be, this is the place for you. So, what does it mean to consider the world deeply? The first thing you need to do is stop thinking about what you want all the time. I know that's tough to hear because we're programmed to chase after our desires. But the hard truth is, the world doesn't care about your wants. It doesn't care about your hopes, your dreams, or how hard you've worked. The only thing that matters is what you can offer to the world. Think about it. When it comes to business, your clients and partners aren't interested in your struggle. They want to know one thing: how can you make me money? When it comes to relationships, women don't care how nice you are or how hard you try. They want to know, how can you make my life better? And this applies to everything in life. If you're walking around focused on your own needs and desires, you're missing the point. You're stuck in that chasing mentality. But when you shift your focus and ask, what can I offer? How can I add value? That's when you start attracting the things you've been chasing. The moment you become valuable to the world, opportunities will come to you. Stop chasing, start attracting. And I'm not just talking theory here. This works. But like everything in life, you've got to put in the work. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, but if you don't take action, you're just wasting time. It's like going to the gym. The knowledge is useless unless you show up and lift the weights. You have to build yourself up into someone who's worth chasing. And here's the secret. You'll know you've got it right when the opportunities start coming to you. Whether it's that job you want, the business deal, or the relationship, when you're seen as someone who offers real value, you become the prize. People will chase you instead of the other way around. Become valuable and be perceived as valuable. These are the two keys. Let me give you an example so you can really understand how this works in real life. Let's talk about business for a second. Imagine you're a student who wants to land your first job at a prestigious company. Most guys will send out hundreds of applications, hoping to get a few interview invitations. They'll rehearse their answers to common questions and go into the interview thinking they'd be lucky if they got the job. When they get there, they say things like, "Thank you so much for this opportunity. If I get this job, I promise I won't let you down." That's chasing. That's a guy who sees the company as the prize, and that puts him in a weak position. Now, let's say there's another guy who approaches this completely differently. He researches the industry, he knows the problems the company is facing, and he thinks of ways he can help solve them. Then, instead of sending out a bunch of applications, he goes to a career fair and has real conversations with executives. He doesn't ask for a job right away. Instead, he asks them, "In your opinion, what's the biggest challenge your company is facing right now?" When the executive answers, he responds with, "That's interesting. I've actually been thinking about solutions for that problem. Here's one approach that could make a real impact." Now, what's happening here? This guy isn't chasing, he's showing value. He's showing that he's a thinker, a problem solver, and someone who can add value to the company. 15 minutes into the conversation, the executive is interested, and guess what? Instead of begging for an interview, the executive asks him to send over his CV. And when he gets to the interview, he doesn't say, "I'm honored to be here." He says, I'm here to find out if this company is a good match for me. That's power. That's a man who understands his value. And guess who's in the driver's seat now? So what's the takeaway here? Stop obsessing over what you want and start thinking about what you have to offer. Add value to the world and the world will reward you. This applies to business, relationships, and pretty much everything else in life. Remember, the world doesn't care about what you want. It cares about what you bring to the table. And when you become valuable, people and opportunities will naturally come to you. But two conditions must be met. First, you must actually become valuable. Put in the work. Get the reps in. Second, you must be perceived as valuable. Make sure the world knows what you bring to the table. That's how you stop chasing and start attracting. That's how you become the man who stands out from the rest. And if you do this consistently, you'll be shocked at how far ahead you'll get. If this hit home for you, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment below and let me know if you agree or if you think this is all talk. I want to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, stay strong, and remember, the world rewards value, so go out there and become someone who deserves it.